nice and rainy. For some reason, there is a sheriff parked in front of our car. So yeah, we're likely going to be leaving here soon. But it's rainy, so I don't want to leave while it's rainy. I was just trying to hang out a little longer here, but I don't know if they like me here, honestly. At like 4 in the morning, there were a couple like the cops that are in the darker vehicles just hanging out, and then one was behind the hatch talking about how, well, it's not illegal to live in your car, stuff like that. So I don't know what's happening. Okay, so the what's it called? The mystery of the police has been solved. There was the lady next to us in the truck was just concerned that I might be somebody who was not a good person. But I am a good person, I think. So yeah, today so have a drink at a bar was completed. It's rainy and wet, so we're going to just start heading to Galloping Ghost. And we're gonna go through Missouri, so that way we don't have to roll for any other areas. We have about 10 hours to go. I don't know that we'll drive all day, but we'll do what we can. So we get to draw 3 cards. So cook only food today, visit a park, or play a game. And I already have harvest food and find it. That's gonna be hard to do, so we're gonna take these 2. I really wanted to stay in Little Rock for another day or so, but I feel like I just caught too much heat and it's really wet. I'm not gonna DoorDash in a city I don't know when it's this wet. Primarily because our back tires aren't like great. They're good, they're fine, they're just not great. She was a cute old lady though. She said she was like 70 something and told me some life stories. But yeah, she was just concerned, you know, it was nice. She was excited. She's like, after talking to you, she's like, where are you from? And I was like, Vegas. She's like, well, I can tell. I guess that's a good thing. You know, with a Vegas personality, whatever that means. Mostly it's just apologizing for everything and being in people's way, I feel. I just realized we only have 2 bars of gas. So that's, what did we say? 2, what did we say 2, 1 bar was 2 gallons? So we have like conservatively, 120, yeah, so 120. Okay, so doing the math, we're definitely gonna need gas before we get to IL. So we've made $100 in this town, in this area, and we've spent like 80. I know we've definitely earned more than we've spent, but by a small amount, and it's like $20. So like I said, I'm gonna put 10 in the tank, and that should take us where we need to go. Okay, so we got $10 in gas, which got us another 2 bars. The thing is, the 87 was sold out, so we ended up having to get 91, so it was $3.30 a gallon, so it was less than 3 gallons or something. Well, I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like this morning when I got woke up by the cops hanging outside of the car, it was, I don't know, I felt like, I don't like this feeling because I've had it before. It's like, I felt like I was trapped, you know, like I was hiding and locked up and I couldn't make noise. If I did the wrong thing, I was like gonna get in trouble or hurt or something. And you know, all of your body and like everything just kind of becomes super heightened, you know. But it was relaxed. It was reassuring, you know, hearing the cops say, well, what is he doing wrong? And sleeping in your car is not a crime. If he's living in his car, it's not a crime. You know, so, or it's not, what did he say? Living in his car is not illegal. And stuff, and something else like that. Like he was reasoning with the lady who was reporting me, who had called the cops to like get them to come and inspect my car. And yeah, it was I was too afraid to move, otherwise I would like have recorded it, but my phone was charging and I just, like I said, I had that I'm trapped feeling. But okay, that was a terrible thing, so that's why I feel all weird. So let's tell a story. Let's tell like some story about my life or whatever. The reason, there's a lot of reasons why I am a game designer, why I make games at all. I would say my earliest memory of when I decided I wanted to make games is when I was in elementary school. We had this event. I would go to Safe Key after school, and then you know, my mom would come to pick me up or whatever, and the instructors or whatever at the Safe Key had set up treasure hunts. And I don't know, man, like even today thinking about it, I get excited. I was so excited. We had a map and we had to go look for stuff, and I don't know. It was that whole idea of a scavenger hunt, of a scavenger and treasure hunt. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool. One year for a friend's birthday, I had set up a scavenger hunt for them, and we went all around Vegas. And yeah, there was like, this was a long time ago, you know, we had the Simpsons Duff gas station was set up at that time, and I had talked to the people who ran the shop and had them hide stuff in the store or whatever because they liked the Simpsons. So I don't know, it was a good time. But anyways, that whole thing, it made me, yeah. And you know, other things later triggered it too. I played a lot of World of Warcraft, made me really want to make video games. And I used to watch Pure Ownage when I was younger. It's such a like old school internet show. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just, with the advent of, we're on like the crest of AR and VR and all of these things that can like change the way we game, but also experience life. And yeah, I was actually liking Arkansas too until like that. All right, so I've been trying to workshop some other show ideas, you know. So we've got Road Trip Quest, which, you know, hopefully we can do this like once a year or something, go on a road trip and play this game and make it better as we go, and hope maybe take ideas from the community and keep evolving it. Hopefully other people make their own versions and make it better. And my plan is to just create a lot of these like seed ideas, you know. Like I want to be the, you know, I'm mowing the ground down. I'm leveling the ground down, you know. I've had some people reach out to me saying like, you know, don't get discouraged because your view count's super low and stuff like that. And are you okay? Are you going to keep going? I know you're not doing so well, especially compared to, it must be hard to see other people do so much better than you and things like that. And it's really not, like, it's not at all. But I think that I want to go harder now, like, you know, even more than I ever have, because what I'm realizing is what we're doing is really new, and that's rare. Honestly, like, I'm not trying to pump myself up. I don't like haloing. I don't think that, you know, I don't like any of that psychological stuff, you know. That's why you might not hear me say things like my credentials or like who I am, you know. I don't try to halo or prop things up, because I feel like, although reality games have existed since the beginning of time, you know, we've played tag, right? Like this idea of using real world environment as your play space is not a new thing, but but what we're doing specifically, how we've implemented all these mechanics and we've created this framework, and, you know, we've gone out here and tested this. I do believe this is new. And if I'm wrong, that's fine, but it's a new idea to me. And what I imagine myself doing is, you know, there's like a big hilly area and we're trying to flatten it out and make it farmland and seed the ground, and other people will come in and create their own seeds and grow it and make it better. And that's, I guess I just want to start it. I want to come up with. So we started this with, I've been trying to come up with different show ideas, and one of them I've been thinking a lot about is I want to try to do a fitness show where we eat a fast food, and we track our body weight, we track everything. And I mean, I primarily focus on fitness at that point, so our goal would be the game we build around it would specifically have to do with achieving certain things. And I don't know, I don't exactly know what it is yet, but we would pick a fast food place like Del Taco, and over 30, 60, 90 days, some period of time, we would only eat their food, and we would create a workout regimen that we have to stick to, then see if we progress or decline. And then that's just kind of something that I've been thinking about. Another one, obviously we talked about before we talked about doing the haunted tour. That's another road trip quest though, and I really think that'll be fun. I am beat though. It's not that sleeping in the car is uncomfortable. It's not private, like maybe I just need to get more blackout curtains and stuff. But even the quietness, like if the weather's not, if the extreme weather, we need to live in this car properly, we need to have an air conditioning system or some way to manage the temperature without relying on cracking the windows or opening the hatch, so like opening the hatch, being able to crack the hatch with the extendable thing is nice, but like in a parking lot, it's not great. So I guess the most hopeful thing that's happened on this trip, besides the thing that's given me the most sort of like hope, I don't know how to explain it, hope is the right word, but obviously we want to make arcade games, right? Like we're working on reality games, and we're working on the car stuff and all that stuff too, but like, and we're gonna make digital games, but because we've already made a physical game, we just need to produce it, right? So I want to make kind of like every kind of game. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is that if we produce an After Earth arcade cabinet, I do think that it's viable to produce an arcade cabinet today and put it in a place, because at least on this side of the country, there's a lot of laundromats, and there are places like even getting into a Love's, how they have little gambling sections, right? What if people weren't gambling, instead they were playing like some other thing? School buses. This road has been awesome, very relaxing. I've calmed down quite a bit, and I've been thinking a lot. My cartoon life was supposed to be 1 year, and we're almost, I think October will be 1 year of my cartoon life or something like that. So I don't know that we'll continue the vlog in the sense that it is now, like in the weekly or daily kind of thing. I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I do want to consider like everything that I've done so far, like prototype, as we move forward. I would like to do the road trip for when we do the haunted tour road trip. I would like to not be. I'm going to film it all, and then I get back, then I'm gonna have edit it and process it and upload it instead of you know, a lot of what I've been trying to do is gain mileage, push myself, do, you know, if I had recorded footage and done all that and then went and then processed it and tried to not make videos every day, I don't know that I would have produced anything. You know, being forced to go through this and push myself forward and upload every day, you know, it's almost as if I created this sort of like challenging game for myself to keep myself moving forward in a sense. And once we've established our foundation, we won't necessarily, hopefully won't necessarily, well, I guess we can extend that out. You know, we can say, okay, we can trust ourselves to be able to produce content. We've proven that to ourselves. You know, when we go and tell ourselves like, oh, hey, oh, you can't do anything, you fail, you suck, I'll be like, oh no, well, there's 300 and something YouTube videos. I can produce YouTube content. I can do it. I can do it. There's proof. And is it good? No. But that's the next step. It's like, hey, oh, you can produce it. Can you make it good? You know, and so that'll be the next part. You know, that'll be what I want to try to do eventually. But you know, I guess iteration is all I'm trying to say. Is like at every step of the way, I want to try to make sure that we're iterating and evolving the channel and ourselves. So we're an hour and 7 minutes from Moody, Missouri, which is basically the first city out of Arkansas. Look at this. This is legitimately the kind of stuff I want to drive. These roads are awesome. So I opened up Dasher and Moody, and it looks like the next zone is West Plains. So we're headed there. It's 18 miles away, and we have 2 bars of gas. So we should be able to make it without any issues. Just to be clear, we don't have to complete any quests here because we've already done that. But the rules still apply of having to earn what I spend. So we don't want to get caught up and spend a bunch of money. Because I want to clean and sanitize the car. I feel like because I've been sweating a lot and it's, I don't know. I dropped I've been eating in here and I dropped stuff and I don't know. I just want to clean it up. West Plains Motel. It's the internet said it was $44, and then when I got here, it changed to $50. So I don't know, but they're at church, so I texted them because that's what they said to do. And yeah, maybe I'll try to rent it online. I don't know. All right, well, we can check in at 3. It was $57. So I guess what we'll do is clean the car a bit, get some gas, and then try to dash until 3. It's 11:30 right now. So we're doing something here. I mean, we have had 3 deliveries, and it's what time is it? 1:30 right now. So yeah, we're basically just dashing until we have until 3, where we can check into the hotel room. And you know, it'd be sick if we can earn, I mean, we've only earned $15 so far, so. We're on a literal dirt road delivering somebody's stuff. And then it becomes a giant hill. You know, I'm in first or second, and then, you know, I can't floor it because there's like big rocks in the way and we're pretty low, so I'm not hitting the oil pan. We just got a call from the hotel people. They said that they have a vacancy, so we're headed over there. It's gonna be like 60 bucks. And yeah, we just made 25 dashing, so it wasn't too bad actually. I mean, it said it was a 15-minute wait per dash, but we were actually getting pretty consistent, you know. So that dirt road did do a number to, not this tire, but there's like a few chunks missing. Maybe I'm just being dramatic. It seems fine. Look how dirty it is though. We just cleaned you. This is us, 42. Yo! Oh man, it's got legit AC. We got 2 beds. I don't know why, but we do. Nice little lounge area. Here's the room. We got a little lounge. We got some beds, a coffee maker, connected stuff. And then, oh, a vanity. What's up? It's Solomon in here. All right. Oh, he wasn't joking. Oh well. Not bad. $57 with tax. So, hey, let's do it. So basically, what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna use this opportunity to catch up with the channel. So I'm gonna probably put a bunch of videos together. Either way, in the morning we're gonna head to St. Louis. We've also had some subscribers ask for a tour of the car and to kind of introduce myself to the van life community and stuff like that. So I'd love to clean the car and do that too. So. Even the off-brand Hot Wheels don't have Yaris's. We spent a total of $11. We got some lasagna. We got these things. I'm really excited for those. Water. Yeah, the essentials.